Greetings, everybody. So it's time to talk about some more junk food, this time out of Madagascar. And so I went to a shop and I just picked up a bunch of random things that looked interesting. This one here is salto chips. They are sweet chili flavored. Now what's interesting here is that there is, Madagascar was colonized by the French. So there's a French influence, people speak French, all the packages are in French. The food itself is not. This was made in Madagascar, and I've been seeing these everywhere. Salto brand is like their major local brand of chips here. So let's give this a try. Oh, weird. That's kind of okay. So on the front, it looks like Doritos, right? It's going to be like a tortilla chip. But look what's inside. Not Doritos. These are like not even corn. These look like a rice crisp. Huh. Let me see what's actually in this. Is this corn? Wheat flour. Vegetable fat. Flavor. Sugar. Citric acid. Yeah, so this, although on the outside they put a picture of a corn chip, that is definitely a corn chip, inside is a wheat crisp. So, already off to a good start. It's sweet. I mean, it says sweet chili, but this is very sweet. It's weird. It's not like, yeah. Ooh. The more I eat it, the less I like it. It tastes like fake sugar. I'm not really seeing anything saying that, but this tastes like artificial sweetener. It says sugar on it, but it's like sickly sweet. It does have a chili taste. It kind of tastes like Thai chili sauce, but with some Splenda in it. Yeah, it wouldn't be so bad if there was no sugar. Like the crisp of it is pretty nice. I like that. That's fine. I was expecting a corn chip. It's a little bit of a surprise. But those wheat crisps are good texture. That sweetness, though, ugh. It'd be good if it weren't sweet. All right, so speaking of sweet, these are Teens Bonnie. Look at this rock and roller there. This is obviously meant for young, hip Madagascarians. This is made in... No, this is actually made in Brazil. Weird that this is here. Brazil is pretty far away. And it looks like it's trying to do like some sort of like Oreo sort of thing. Looks like a chocolate cookie with cream inside. This actually looks more like cereal than a snack. But maybe that's what it is. But it's a very small package, so it's not a whole lot for cereal. But it even has it like in a little bowl. So I think it's more like cereal flavored snacks. And on the back, it's got a picture of it being used in ice cream. Huh. And yeah, so let's give this a try. It doesn't really have much information on it. Yeah. Here's what it is. Looks like a Chex Mix cereal square, only black. It's pretty good. The inside is white. It's got some like little cream in it. The flavor of this is chocolate cereal, just like Cocoa Puffs, but it's got a milky filled center. It's like Cocoa Puffs, but instead of your Cocoa Puffs being in a bowl of milk, The milk is condensed down into a paste and filled inside the Cocoa Puff and then squished into a square. That's good. I like that. Haven't had Cocoa Puffs in a long time. It reminds me a lot of it. Let's go back to something savory. Now this one I got just because of the name. I believe potato chips. Yeah, so that's weird. It doesn't say where it's from, but that writing in the back is in Arabic, I believe. So I believe this is from somewhere in the Middle East. That's weird. So it seems like a lot of the food in Madagascar just comes from like all over the place. At least this one shop that I went to. I haven't seen this stuff like anywhere else, by the way. There are not really a whole lot of supermarkets here. So I went into just like a little, like one supermarket that I found. It was a very small, like little supermarket. So it might have like a whole lot of international products, but all of this stuff was very cheap. I bought all of it for like, it was like maybe like $3 for all these snacks. It's cheese flavored. Tastes like artificial cheddar. Doesn't have a whole lot of salt, but otherwise tastes like a cheddar Pringle. The texture on it is pretty good. Nice and crispy, similar to Pringles. Some Pringle varieties, even actual Pringles, have a weird texture to it, especially Pringles in China. They'll have weird flavors, but also like the crisp is not the way it should be. At least the crisps are not as they are in the US. This is a little bit smaller, but the texture, the flavor, it's about right. That's pretty good. The cheese taste is not very strong. If you were to give this to somebody and say it was sour cream and onion, they would believe you. It's got like a little bit more of that sort of flavor than more of like a sour cream flavor or like a cream flavor rather than a cheese flavor. But that flavor is kind of like a little mysterious. Pretty good though. And finally, I think that's all I got. Yeah. And finally, I got a box of granola bars, and I got this one just because it seemed odd. It's chocolate and banana flavored, and it's also all in French. So maybe it's from France. This is actually from France. Interesting. So we've got food from Madagascar, Brazil, somewhere in the Middle East, and France. So I didn't even plan that out. I just kind of like grabbed things that looked interesting. And turns out that you can get a lot of international products readily available. And all this stuff, like, it's not in, I didn't get this at like an import place, like an expensive supermarket. Like all this stuff was still very cheap. Like everything I'm showing you is like is all less than $2. I think like these things were like 75 cents. The local chips were the cheapest. I think this was like, it was like maybe like 60 cents or something for the whole bag. So yeah, it's relatively cheap stuff. All right, so let's open this guy up. So there we go. It's a little sad looking. The chocolate chips are very, I don't know, pale looking. It's got a very distinct scent of banana chip. And yeah, all the chocolate is all just kind of like on one side. It's like they just kind of spread chocolate on top rather than mixed it through. Yeah, that's very banana-y. You can actually see the little banana pieces in it. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see the little banana pieces. See that little bit right there is actually a banana piece. Yeah, so there's a little bit of banana chunks in here too. It's fine. It tastes like your typical granola bar that you get in the US, like a Quaker granola bar or whatever, but with a very strong banana taste. Chocolate, banana, granola, all together. It's not bad. So the most strange thing out of the lot would be this guy here. These are very, very strange, and these are the locally made snack The rest of it is pretty standard. It's that you'd be able to find stuff like that in the United States or elsewhere in the world. But the local brand chip, that's a weird one. But I'm gonna be able to eat all this. None of it is like bad. It's just like a little odd. So yeah, that's about it. See you next time. Well, I really hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you did, you may want to check out the video that is below me right now. That should be good too. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, it is a huge help to my channel, so please do consider subscribing or clicking that bell. That does something too. Not sure what it is. Also, check out the description below. There's all sorts of other things I have going on. I don't even know anymore. But guys, I will see you next time. Take care.